You see a group of kids playing with that sidewalk chalk shit, you know? It allows them to graffiti everywhere, and the adults look the other way. Bastards. I always wanted that.
Little pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm. Put that in your mouth, you piece of shit. Anyway,
Oh,
um,
I, hmm.
hmm?
If you juice me up a couple times, if I need it,
now say
I
it
might.
dirty. Say it sexy.
No, if if he has a TV or something, which he probably does, I might be able to take a look through
Ah,
it.
Ah, that's good thinking. I'll give you a card
handy.
just for coming up with that idea. But
Very handy.
yeah, now watching Alex Kinley juice you up may be X-rated.
Could be. You might have to pay extra. They do say my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
I just need to get access to a socket somewhere, power socket.
Plug you in.
Yeah.
You do it at an old trashed hotel room.
Uh. mhm.
So are you going to
Not
the
sure-
old trash hotel room or
I'm not sure that's.
Alex Kinley goes? He grabs both sides of your face and
Juicing
goes.
you up.
All right, I guess we're back to the hotel room.
Take 9
Oh
magic points.
no! What have they done to our room? Oh no!
When you pull up, there's police officers there, but different ones.
Yeah.
You know, because the town's got quite a few cops and stuff, and they're like, give me an acting role as the cops look at you like we're totally not believing you.
This
Oh,
is
that's
terrible. How could someone do this to our room? The beasts! The beasts!
They give
I made mine by half.
oh well, it's obvious you had nothing to do with it. They give Freddie a ticket for vandalism,
what?
and
Based on what?
your court date's on the ticket. They get in their
Based on what
car.
evidence? No.
Mhm. They wave, drive off.
That,
Those bastards. How could they give him a ticket? How could they?
Freddie just stands there clutching his ticket, looking outraged. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to beat it in court. Of course, you'll have to drive for 6 hours to get to this fucking town and make your court date. And chances of you actually showing up for your court date are about the same as Alex Kinley showing up to cheer you on during your court date.
when is the
Minimal.
court date anyway?
It's in a week and a half.
Oh, fuck that. I'd rip it up, throw it in the bin. Anyway.
Mm.
Yeah, power socket time.
As you're getting right, as you're like this, you hear, I wouldn't do that if I was you.
God damn.
Ah. I was just gonna put it in my pocket. Put it away gently in
Didn't
my
look
pocket.
like it to me.
You need glasses, I think.
You need a good old fashioned butt kicking back to your own precinct,
Have
says
a nice
the
day, officer.
detective. It's the detective, the angry one who doesn't like you. He's sitting in his car and looking at you, and he goes, "You don't show up on court for the court date, we'll yank your PI license and put a warrant out on your ass. So have a nice day." Tips his hat to you, drives off doing the slow, badass driving thing.
Freddy's got a new enemy. A new enemy. What was the 74 though for his badass driving?
Yeah, I was gonna say he just scrapes along the side of your car. He goes, "You might want to get that looked at," and he drives off. Freddie
Oh,
looks at him.
Freddy. That guy's an asshole.
You should have cut your arm off instead.
What?
That
Cut
would
my
have
arm.
shown. That would have shown him.
Ah.
Oh, he ignored Kinley completely when he was there. It's like, I'm not gonna fucking talk to your crazy friend or acknowledge him in any way.
Matt, do you want a round division?
I've got one already, and
All right.
I really don't know
Alright.
what to throw away. I got some good combat cards. That's why I'm trying to keep them because I'm thinking they might get into a bit of combat.
Dun, dun, dun,
All right.
dun,
Let me
dun, dun.
try and do the
Do
thing.
you have anything shit left?
Not really.
Damn, I know.
Victory replenish. Round division. Support to reroll. Skill 15.
I think I'm going to get rid of a next larger dice. It's a shame, but
Oh my.
Yeah.
yeah,
Even use that during skill ups and shit.
it's literally the
Imagine rolling a D8 instead of D6 for skill up.
yeah, but it is the least out of all my cards. It's the least best card.
Wow.
I know. Got some great cards,
Mhm.
especially for combat.
Well, Freddie, you're clutching the ticket still in the I'm going to tear you up position.
I'm gonna
Well, I'm back in the room now.
You're what?
Going back to my hotel room.
Are you wanting to put the ticket in your pocket, tear it up,
Yeah,
and
I'll put
scatter
it
it?
up. Okay.
Gonna get rid of
Okay.
a D6 damage.
It appears that the copper has gotten the upper hand for now.
All right, let's see if we can find this. Aha! Let's try. So, yeah, I want to look at Mr. Johnson's house for a TV.
No problem. You go searching around. You are looking out through a TV. Give me a spot at half. It's rather difficult to see. You're reading it through a reflection, so it's kind of backward and shit.
There's also sound as well. If I
There's no sounds coming from the house. Well, there's like dim sounds from shit's going on outside. Lady Boys of Thailand, a guide for the perverted.
Great.
But it's you notice on a calendar, it's got a date circled in red and says be back for this date. And it's only a couple of days before whatever kind of stuff is supposed to happen happens.
Blah. To that.
It could just be a coincidence, though.
Shut up. It could be. Probably is.
The Lady Boys of Thailand book is quite thick and extensive, and it shows like a sleeve stack on the front going.
Do we want to look at Mr. Eclair's TV?
Dun, 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 dun. There's a knock at the door as he says that.
Hello?
Hello? The guy comes over to a broken window, moves the drape side, looks in. It's the guy from the hotel. He's like, it's checkout time. Or were you wanting to buy another night?
Checkout time? What time is it?
It's 11 a.m.
Checkout time's 11. That's a bit early.
No.
No. I think
Not for here.
Gonna get another day.
Right. That'll be $92, sir.
92?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Cop said you were the ones who broke the window.
Cop's a lion.
Take it up with them, he shrugs. Holds out his hand.
Go find another hotel.
You could, but I don't think they'll let you stay.
Why?
Cops told me that they had alerted the other hotels you guys were troublemakers and breaking windows and shit, but I don't know if it was you or not, so I'm willing to rent you the room for $92 in cash. I mean, it beats sleeping in the car, right?
Get it back anyway, don't we?
Yeah, sure.
You get it back, I don't.
He shrugs.
It's not my fault
you pay for it.
It's not my fault you're paying off 2 cars.
It's not my fault either, actually. But you pay for it, you'll get your money back.
I'll get you a receipt, he says.
That's pretty much all my money gone.
Perfect, says the guy.
No.
You'll get your money back. Don't worry.
He says that Alex Kinley never sees any of this money ever again. He decides that revenge on Freddy is the only way that he can make it right.
When money's out, it's all on you then.
Cool.
Sure.
He goes and gets you a receipt, brings it back, and hands it to you for $92.
$132 total is what I need back.
I'm at $89.
Cool. You guys are feeling kind of hungry too.
Wait. I'll go to the A&W in Burlington, get some food, come back.
Cheapest individual ever. Right. You
Yep.
save the $10 of eating a couple meals here by trumping back. Use one of the most powerful things in the universe in order to get cheap food from a greasy
Oh, yeah.
spoon in a different dimension.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you notice that they're having more trouble because of the water level and stuff. With the cooking of food and things.
What do you want me to do about it?
He didn't. He goes.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
All right, I'll come back to Alex. Eat some food. Can you juice me up again?
Here we go.
Look,
It's just a step to the left.
I don't have infinite juice like you
I
do.
know. There's 9 back.
Do you want to grab his head by both hands every time you do this, or something else?
That sounds like a good way of doing it.
Okay.
And do one more before I need another juice. Juice, please.
Yeah, I think his juices, if I'm not mistaken, are about every 9 or 10 minutes.
No, it's every minute, isn't it?
Well, every minute, I think he gets back a magic point. So
Yeah.
every 9 or 10 minutes, he juices the shit out of you. So it's not super fast, but
Well, no,
I
it
guess
costs-
compared to normal.
No, it's more than that. It's double that. Because it cost me double to give it to him.
Oh,
Oh,
so
really?
every 20 minutes
Yeah.
or so. So until it just shows him with one of those paddles with the ball attached to it, just doing this or whatever.
There you go.
He's apparently pretty good at juicing.
Come on.
You're pretty
I can
bad
do
at
one more,
your
hold on.
spells.
I
This is
can
what
do
happens
one
when you
more.
don't practice. Party Paladins practiced his ass off at this.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yay.
Finally. Can you
Right.
juice me up one more time? Because I'm about to pass out. I'm about
Oh,
to pass
he's so
out any minute.
thirsty.
It is. It's a little juice box. That's about an
No
hour
problem.
later.
Right. You guys spend about an hour searching around. Which house were you doing at this time?
Mr. Claire.
No problem. You get to watch for a good minute. He's just like all broken up, and you see his secretary going, "I know that you're in pain, and you just need somebody to hold." And she pretty much puts his head between his breasts. I mean, he's only human. You could tell where this is going by the time your vision ends. She's seducing him super hard. You're kind of getting excited watching this, but it'll be a while before Alex can get more juice going. It's like being able to watch 1 minute of a porn movie every 20 minutes or so. I mean, I'm not saying it's an impossible wank, but it's difficult.
I'll blow this.
He tells you it's not an impossible wank, but it is difficult. You're like,
All right.
You hear the window glass breaking and stuff.
What? In the room
What?
again?
Your window, the glass, is breaking.
Again?
Yes. You can't tell what's going on because the curtains are between you and it.
I'm not going near that. You go do it.
They're probably just replacing the broken window. We shouldn't have spent another night here because they're just going to do it again.
You hear something go thump against the wall, and then you begin to hear hammering noises.
Oh, they're boarding it up. Great.
There's a
Yay.
knock at the door.
Yes.
Room service, says an unfamiliar voice.
We didn't order anything.
I'm here to clean the broken glass up.
Mm-hmm. Open the door.
It's a Sleestack, and it says, "Hi, my name is fuck off" on his name tag, and he's got a broom and dustpan.
Hey, fuck off. Come on in.
He cleans up the glass and goes, "That should be all of it, all cleaned up, and everything's tidy." He cleans up the rest of the room a bit and stands in front of you, kind of rocking heel to toe. Is there anything else I can do for you while I'm here? Anything at all?
No, thanks. Close the door.
You're gonna have to push him outside before he closes,
Yeah.
or trap him in here with you. I don't really care.
No, I'm just my time. Close the door.
Well, it shows him just stumble out of the thing. Door closes. He glares at it, and he's like, "Fucking cheap monkeys!" And he mutters and wanders off.
All right. So, I don't have ideas. Do we want to go and just talk to the secretary, or because I don't have any other leads really, other than Prudence good.
Well,
It might be
yeah,
the witch doing all this, but yeah.
could be. And we haven't looked into the witch. Might be able to find where she used to reside, or like I said, her old home that used to be. Oh, let's do that. Let's go and find out more about her.
Cut to the library. You can still feel the blackness seeping into your paws, your monkey paws. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible handling all that stuff. It stains your hands and your soul. You hate hard copies so much. Alex hasn't noticed anything unusual.
It's all good.
All
Well, did you guys give me research on Prudence Good?
Yeah, boy.
Fumble.
Right. Alex hides the only book that had the information on it and laughs at you.
Really? Is that really what it does?
Well, laughing part anyway. You're sure of that,
Okay.
but you're all you can find out is that she was bad. Good was bad, and the house that she used to live in, the villagers burned it down a long time ago. And today, on the very site of her house, is a Midas garage where you can get an oil change.
Did she have any descendant?
It's a cursed oil change, though. Descendants? No, they managed to get her before she bred.
Okay.
Would you like to take your jalopy in for a cursed oil change?
Well,
No.
does it happen to mention the site of where they did the dunking?
Not in any more detail than you got. Your guess is actually give me cult rolls.
Cult.
Never mind.
Freddie knows something about this. You know that anybody who weighed the same as a duck was generally considered to be a witch. But the people who did this sort of thing were usually fairly lazy individuals, and so they wouldn't walk to somewhere else. And your guess is it's probably at or near where the docks currently are.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's closest to town. And you don't, if you've got a prisoner, you don't want to march her for 2 days along the shore or some bullshit like that. You want to just get her in the water, drown her, and then go to the pub.
Yay.
Just like English people do. Except they may take her to the pub, try to drown her ass there, and continue drinking afterward.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Mm-hmm. You're thinking it'd be a lot easier if whoever the main bad guy was had an English accent. That would cue you off quick.
So they would stick out a bit more.
That's right. Show it's a cultured bad guy who has more to their character than just being bad.
Well, I suppose the problem is it's like working out a motive is only possible when you know what the end game is for, but we don't. So it's
well,
like,
we only have one possible motive with the secretary.
well, no, but we don't know why people are doing this. That's the problem. We don't know whoever's doing
Well, no,
it. We don't know why they're doing it.
You had one theory.
The woman, yeah, but the woman, just like all the transients, might have just been a mistake. They might have been summoning this thing to kill transients because they know they wouldn't really be missing, and they were just doing it for a bit of fun or something. But then the woman just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and got. I mean, it's a big deity that gets summoned down and basically just feeds on anything that's around. So.
By the way, if you guys are wanting to leave town, go somewhere else, and then say cut to, come back a day or two before you're pretty sure the next time this is going to happen is, although you're not sure on what it relies, but you've got a pretty good idea about when this should go down. I'm comfortable doing that as well and just cut to.
That would really fuck up the other thing I'm working on.
Well, it could be the only way to find out anything anyway.
Well, that's the problem. We know stuff, but we don't know enough. We don't know, if we knew why whoever was doing this, why they were doing it, we could then maybe come up with some theories about who's doing it. But we don't know why they're doing it.
Well, okay, let's go and question just to eliminate the possibility of the secretary. How long has she been working for Mr. Clare? Yada, yada, yada. Those sorts of things. See if maybe we can get a read on her or something.
Yeah, okay.
Just to eliminate, another lead.
All right.
Cool.
Go back and see the secretary. All right, no problem. You go back to see Janet and whatnot, and she seems much happier and more relaxed than last time you saw her for some reason. But yeah, she's you eventually discover her at her own residence and whatnot. And she says, hello, at the door. She's not inviting you in. May I help you? It's an apartment she lives in.
Yes.
She
we were wondering if you could answer a few questions for us.
She crosses her arms, but she says, no, I'm busy.
When would you be free?
She says.
Is there a problem? I thought you would be in full cooperation of our investigation for your employer.
Of course, anything I can do. She taps her foot and stays firmly in the doorway.
Okay. So, can you tell us how long you've been employed by?
2.5 years.
Okay. What did you do before that?
Well, I was in college before that. This is my first job outside of college, and I enjoy it. He is a good employer and a good boss.
What was your...
Is there an underlying... Come on, get her. Fuck it. Yeah, no, she's great. Love her.
Let me try. Hold on. See how she's by her.
She hates you and wants you to go away. He rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
That's it.
What was your relationship like with Mrs. Eclair?
She was a fine, upstanding woman, she says.
Okay. Did you ever hear her complain about her husband, or?
She looks a bit confused. Complain about him?
Did she have any problems with the marriage?
Not that I'm aware of. That's a bit personal. Or what? Do you think he killed her?
No,
She
but
puts her claw over her mouth.
we have to cover all bases.
Oh, well, that's not a base that needs covering, she says haughtily.
Why is that?
Because it's not true. He's a
And
good
you're
man.
sure of it. Oh,
Is there anything
good
else
man.
you wanted to ask, or do you just want to keep asking, am I sure about things? She says angrily. She hisses at you.
Why are you in such a bad mood today?
Mind your own business. I'll
We're trying
cooperate
to
with you
solve a
only
mur-
because it means a lot to him. I have no desire to speak to you.
Me?
She's a racist.
Ah,
She says,
doesn't like monkeys.
if that's everything, I'll just bid you good day.
Big swastikas in the back of her.
She goes into her place and slams the door in your face.
Oh, that's unexpected. Right, let's go back, juice you up. We're fucking looking in that apartment.
yeah.
Cut to,
That's
you
right.
guys are back in the hotel and shows Alex grabbing hold of your head and totally thrusting at you.
I would another reroll. Do you want to reroll?
Oh god, I've got too many good cards as it is.
Alright, I'm gonna drop the.
Oh, I've got it here somewhere, card. That's so
Oh my
good.
god, that's one of the best cards in the deck.
That's amazing.
I know, but
oh, you could use that for getting your driver's license here, and then you could crash cars and blame it on Freddie.
I don't drive.
Oh, Freddie could have his own driver's license and blame it on
himself.
Yes. No, that's a really great card.
I can't believe I'm getting rid of an opponent fails.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get rid of Focus then.
My God.
No. Throwing away
Alright.
cards like that.
Let's try and.
I'd spend it quick, Matt, because you'll probably get cards again soon. And that'll be even better, and eventually you'll just hang yourself because your cards are too good.
Yeah, I don't know what we could really.
Aha! First right.
Nice.
What do we see?
Right. Oh my God! You look through her TV and shit, and it looks like she's making a cup of tea angrily. And then she turns and stares at you.
What? Oh, at the TV. Right.
And then she sits down, continuing to stare at you.
What about do we get like a rough idea like the decor though?
Yeah,
any crazy picture like crazy walls or anything? Or
yeah, she probably has like a picture of Goebbels and shit behind her, and Sleestack version of Goebbels or something. But other than that, no, it looks completely normal. Freddie looks unhappy. She stares at you until your time duration expires. Either she was watching TV, staring angrily at TV is off, or she saw into your soul.
Okay.
You're guessing she is watching TV. You're hoping she was watching TV, or she's
I would have heard it if it was.
Yeah, she just sat there in silence. Oh, yeah, you heard TV? Yes, the TV was definitely on. It was hold on a second. Oh, it was the equivalent of Fox News that she was watching, which explains the severe racism.
Fair enough. All right, I think we can probably eliminate her as a suspect.
She's just a bitch, but she's not a wizard.
It shows after his vision ends, it shows her door being kicked open and fucking Sleestack Hagrid's there. He's like, yo, wizard Janet, take them my wand.
Do you think Robert Ball, may have been trying to summon Champ because he's obsessed with him?
Freddie, as your vision ending, you have a strange something enter your head. Just for a second, You're not even sure if you really saw it or not, but it's just something strange that entered into your head.
What's strange?
It was this.
A duck?
Blue
Yeah.
duck.
A blue duck?
Ooh.
Blue duck with stars.
I'd blow everything.
A star duck.
Stardust.
Star duck.
I did feel like she was staring directly at me, but
Well, it's your own fault for coming over TV.
You were, yeah, I was gonna say you were her TV.
I know, but
When people watch TV, they do generally look at it, but not always.
I know. A blue duck with stars on it.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
It could be
about?
your imagination. You have been rather traumatized the fuck out of repeatedly and paid to get that repeated again. And then you went to a different club where you were traumatized even more. And then you hung out with Alex Kinley, who traumatized you even more.
That's true.
I want to pull out the keychain that we were given from Mr. Ball.
It's got a cheap, like imagine like kind of a green worm thing on it that says champ.
Yeah.
It's pretty cheap, but it looks like these were, you're guessing, mass produced.
I know what I'm going to use. I've got it here for somewhere.
Oh. You want an keychain?
No, for the hell of it. Not that I think we'll get much more from it, but it would be nice to have a copy. I pull out a book of Ebon.
Could you read me the card? I don't think you get anything special like that.
It just says you've got it here somewhere. The item must be something you can pull out of a trench coat. It must be a singular item, not a set of items. The GM may allow or disallow the item as he sees fit. Doesn't say it can't be something special, but it's up to you.
I will disallow the Book of Evan because that's a rather sensational thing.
Well, it would be if we actually got spells from it, but
well, yeah. But it also does count as a book. So disappearing book and stuff like that can still take effect.
Oh, sure. But so, I just thought it mentioned
if you get enough Cthulhu books, then they'll go away before your more valuable spell books will. So it's useful as a blocker. Also.
Yeah. But just it mentioned there was more information in there.
GM note, it hasn't got any more information in there. I gave it all to you because I'm generous.
All right. Well, I don't really know what to, unless you can think of something we need for the adventure. I might just end up pulling something that Alex wants, but
no, we don't need it.
I don't know what else we need, but probably right. We should probably use it before we lose it. So.
You could get Kinley a Hong Kong ID card, like a multi-pass, Hong Kong ID multi-pass. Cyberpunk Hong Kong ID, because he would love nothing more than hanging out in Cyberpunk Hong Kong with you.
I don't think I've ever planned to go to that place, but
I know you'll get drugged there eventually.
I suppose it could be handy considering I've never been there.
True. You want a multi-pass?
Yeah, okay.
Great. Write down Hong Kong full ID.
Okay.
I mean, it's not as good as a dildo, not as useful as a dildo, but still.
You never know.
Mm-hmm. You might be able to use it as a really painful dildo on somebody, I suppose, but the old prison wallet. So do you guys want to come back in a few weeks to check things out? Because you're pretty sure you know where. You're pretty sure you got a good idea of when within, say, a couple days either side of it. You have no idea why or who. Mm-hmm. You got a pretty good idea on how.
Yep. And at the moment, I'm not thinking of a way that doesn't involve something illegal in finding out.
I'm okay with illegal.
Oh, okay.
What's the plan?
Shows him kicking in the racist lady's door. What's up, bitch?
Well, I would say to start with, we'd do sneaky and break into the guy who's away, because we know he's away.
Mr. Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, and that way we could have a better look through his apartment, or his house, apartment, whatever, and see if we can find. Surely he's doing this will have some paraphernalia. Surely that they'll need some equipment that they'd store somewhere. Now,
Okay.
maybe they might not be stupid enough to store it at their house, but apart from wandering aimlessly around the town, hoping to just stumble upon their hiding place, the best we can do is do their house.
We should probably get a disguise or something, just in case we get spotted.
That I can do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we'll still look like two monkeys, but just in different outfits.
Different monkeys, yeah.
The only problem with that is that if there's any, like, whoa, who was it? I don't know, a couple monkeys. Then they'll just arrest you guys because you're the only monkeys. It's like being the only black guys in that wrong sort of town, like in the movie Get Out.
I mean,
one monkey is as good as another to some of these people.
true. Probably not even worth it then.
Well, Alex Kinley is good enough if he wanted to take a trip into the bigger city and stuff. There's a bigger city like an hour away. If you wanted to drive there, you could probably get a big old theatrical disguise kit for a lot of money and then make you guys into a fucking Sleestack. And not the kind with dildos for horns. I'm talking full-on Sleestack.
We're not going to be able to do that with $28.
That'd be a bit rough for $28. Even for the dildo ones, that's a bit rough for $28.
Well, I have 226.
You could do it for 200, and yeah, plus the gas, yeah. You want to go spend $200 and try to become?
It's literally all my money.
I'm not saying it's not all his money, but I am saying that it would be fun for Alex. It'd be a fucking challenge for you. And I'd only ask for one roll as well. But it is at half because becoming a fucking Sleestack, whole different race, challenging.
I mean, it's only a disguise.
Plus,
you don't need it.
I'm not saying you couldn't put a dildo on Freddy's head.
Well, it's up to you. Like you said, we know when and where. So
totally.
Unless there's particular reason you don't want to do it, because you said you got some.
No, I'm happy to do it.
That's the whole problem with these like monthly sacrifices and shit. If you get there just at the wrong time, you got to just kind of hang out and wait for it, or you drive back to your other town or go somewhere else and then come back for it. But I'm willing to say cut to it if you want.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll fuck up Freddy, but by God, he needs more fisting. Because everybody needs a good fist.
Like I said, I think everything we do from now on will just be, it'll be like, can we stumble upon any more information? I think we've done all the information we can do via asking around and doing research. So apart from threatening people or breaking into places, I say we just wait at the location and see who comes along.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't mind, but like.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, it's either that or spend a long time just going around hoping we stumble upon the right thing.
All right. If we have... Wait, shit, that wouldn't work.
Freddy desperately tries to figure out something. Anything.
Logan, how long is it from here back to the agency?
About 6 hours.
6 hours.
Oh, sure. In the U.S., travel time's like 6 hours. Mac can attest. We did that for recreation. We did longer than that for recreation. In Europe, that's like you could never make it there, but in the States, that's like, oh, we got to go.
The only issue I have with waiting 2.5 weeks is that
2.5 weeks.
the library painting might be in trouble if we don't get it out.
Give me a mathematics roll as you're doing some wild computations, Freddie.
Okay. By a quarter.
You're thinking you'll be okay because of volume and all that shit. You're thinking that in 2.5 weeks it should be up to about your belt. So if you show up in Burlington, your balls will definitely be soaked. But other than that, you're okay. Especially since you managed to put it up on. If it was still in the truck, yes, fucked. But you put it on the second story, and these are like the old-fashioned kind of stories, so it's a little taller than the modern stories. So you should be okay as far as that goes. But your testicles will get soaked.
All right, sure.
Cut two.
Fine. I wouldn't cast a spell on the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Unless you figure out specifically the day, you're not sure which day it will be.
No, but every day
will
we cast spells in the morning.
All right. And nobody's figured out what the commonality is between all the days yet?
The what? Between all
anybody
the days?
Figured out what could be a commonality between the days?
The moon, probably?
Take 2 cards, Freddie. You guys do some research and you find out one of the 3 moons is always full on, the monthly cycle there. Freddie narrows it down to a day, so that'll make it a lot easier. Cast your spells and try to regen or mana up the other guy, and then let me know when you're done with that stuff, and I will have you make some other rolls.
Matt, do you want a discard? I'm assuming not.
No, I've got really good cards.
Alright, I'm gonna drop 1 reroll. Okay.
The moon. Good answer.
Yeah.
I mean, here it's a bit weird because you got 3, but one of them, that's definitely doing it.
Yes. Got both.
Eventually we'll get both. That's the nice thing about being Alex Kinley. If you blow the spell, unless you fumble something, you're going to be okay eventually. It just takes more time.
Yeah, so we both got a phase.
And kind of juice me as well. Just so I'm at full. I don't want to go in like
half-cocked.
Out. Yeah.
No one wants to go in half-cocked.
More flashbacks for you there, Freddie. You remember one of the guys did have half a cock, and that sends you into a spasm. All right. So
one more. I'm still going to try and do. No, probably run out by the time something's happened. Okay.
Right. Now, give me a camouflage conceal roll from one of you as the primary. The other one can support. This is like you're making a little hide, and then you're going. If you make that, then it'll give bonuses because you guys have plenty of time to set this shit up. This is to give you bonuses for your later stealthing. So
I can do it as a living. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it? I can do it as a living.
I don't think I've got it very high. But I'm going to try and freeze fade instead.
Oh,
that's painful to hold for that long.
It lasts for an hour.
You go for the fumble deck there?
Yep.
Cool.
It's not a spell, though. Why are you doing willpower?
No, it lasts until you move. Or worse, sorry, 1 hour, you're right.
It's 1 hour or until you move. So there's no willpower needed.
He just stands there for a while, losing his actions for a round. So you want Freddie to camouflage you guys up?
What is mine? Oh no, I've actually got mine. Well, I'm between doing it as a living and doing it as an expert.
All right, I'll support you.
Okay.
You make the roll.
Go, Freddie.
Nope. But then I didn't do the main
Probably good that Kinley's trying it.
No.
All right, so no bonus stealth.
Do you want to support a reroll?
It's just for a bonus stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a bonus?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you guys were trying to set up a hide and all that shit.
Yeah.
Now, both of you give me stealth rolls. Lower is better. Quarter is pretty good, damn good. Half is pretty good. Right. You guys are like, just kick over the hide and just fucking ninja and shit in your hide. So,
fucking useless hide.
do you want me to just describe shit until it gets to the point where you guys want to interrupt?
Sure.
No problem. Close on to midnight.
Interrupt.
Close on to midnight, a bunch of really short slee stack begin to gather at the shore.
Oh, fuck off. They cho-cho.
You're not really sure. They're short. You can tell they're slee stack because they're all wearing these black like robes with the hoods, but they all have like a thing where the horn's sticking up in the middle of the hood. And there's a hole in the middle of all the hoods and shit that the horn comes through. And they're all showing up. And they're pretty goddamn short, and they brought in some sort of other person, and you notice all their voices are kind of a little bit high pitched. Some of them are kind of breaking a bit, and they've got some struggling lady. Oh, it looks like the super racist one.
Oh my god! They're not the kids, are they?
You begin to have flashbacks of all the times you saw kids staring at you guys and shit.
What? Why would they be the ones?
That is
because they think
ridiculous.
it's cool. Yeah, some of the big monster eat someone because it's cool.
You're not really sure, but they put the you notice that the water is beginning to recede away from the altar and stuff, and they're all like taking her over there, and it takes a lot of them to carry this fucking struggling bitch as well. And they put her on it, and they're like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, let's go.
No problem. You jump out. Both of you give me spot hidden rolls, at least by half. If you're not making it by half, then it's a fail. They just all turn toward you and are very, very quiet.
All right, cool.
No problem. Give me a sanity roll, Freddy.
I wish I didn't see it.
I know.
I know.
Okay. It's 1 point as you only Freddy sees this is coming at him, getting ready to do something. Lower left.
What, a clown?
Kind of. It's a clown that's face has been ripped open and there's some sort of horrible monster in there. And we go into dramatic combat. So far.
What does it go towards?
What? Oh, it has a one, by the way.
What does the insanity go towards?
You're not sure, but it's 1 point toward unknown currently.
Okay.
How many of them are there?
One. It's got a two-handed axe in its hand. You have a note.
No, sorry. How many of the?
Oh, the kids? 13.
So where did this thing come from?
It fucking sprung up from behind you guys and stuff. You were busy looking at the kids, and it just kind of rose up behind Freddy and is going to. And he looks back and goes, and then we are in dramatic combat. Oh. So Alex's first whole round will be going and looking around slowly, like, what is this? So, right. Villains are first and hasted. Good news, Freddy. The approved action is taking damage from a foe. You are in a unique position for this. Well done, you. It goes for it. It chops into Freddy with a wild.
I am wearing armor, by the way.
What?
I am wearing armor, by the way.
Okay, no problem. It wildly misses twice. Unfucking believable, says Logan. This round, Alex Kinley turns and looks, or maybe he turns and looks, maybe he keeps an eye on the 12 possible mages, or 13 possible mages in black robes there. And, right, Freddy, what are you doing?
Okay, so, since I cast the fire throw spell, now that it's active, do I need to do a willpower to throw it as well?
Yep.
Okay.
This zone is willpower times 3 for elemental shit.
Even though the spell's already been cast.
Uh-huh. Yeah, elemental magic works like shit here. You know that.
Alright, I'm going to simple action 3 meters away and then throw a fireball at it.
No worries.
Okay. Made that.
Fortunately, you have tons of fucking willpower.
And let's do throw magic. Come on. No!
All right. No problem. It just shows you miss. And Alex looks, well,
I'm going to reroll.
What?
I'm gonna reroll.
You're going to reroll? You have a reroll card?
Yep.
Damn. He tries it again, wanting desperately a check in the skill. But unfortunately, he misses again.
Damn it.
Yeah, Logan called
All
it.
right.
So, right. Alex, were you wanting to ignore this little scuffle or what and watch the 13 mages, or did you want to get involved with this scuffle instead?
I think I'm going to go and kick the shit out of 13 mages.
They're all just standing there motionless watching.
Hammer!
You produce your, next round you produce your hammer. This round you were surprised.
No, I said I had my hammer out before.
Oh, well then you...
While we were waiting for it, I was ready tooled up.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to wait for the hammer to come out.
Yeah. All right, no problem. Well, you spend your round being surprised, like, shit's going on. Next round, the 13 mages do nothing. Oops. Okay. And next round, villains are first. Nothing is approved. Whatever this clown zombie thing is, it chops into Freddy. Ooh, it finally hit. I'm all impressed. And it does a mere... Oh, sorry, armor. Hold on, 1, 2. Yeah. Boom. It does a mere 2 points of damage to you. Okay. And, right, first, Freddy, what do you do?
Same as before.
Cool. It's simple actions. You're basically slowly retreating and trying to throw fire. Give me a willpower times 3. Yay, throw fire. If he misses again, I will laugh and laugh and laugh.
Oh, come on.
Fumble deck.
Yep.
Come on, set yourself on fire.
Do you really want to keep that? Because you can't.
Hold on, wait.
You can no longer cast that.
No, okay.
The spell's already done. It's just, he's doing bad shit.
Yeah, but I thought once you fumbled a spell, you can't cast it again.
I'm not
fumbling. He's not casting the spell. The spell's already active. He's just going...
Oh, right. Okay.
It lasts the entire combat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll take the fumble.
Freddy, mark off one legitimate piece of gear that's come up this adventure.
I'll mark off.
Bow, fuck your bow. Yay.
No.
Oh.
I'll mark off. I guess the pistol goes away.
All right. Matt, it's all muddy and shit between you and these fucking mages with all these little footprints going into it. And one of them says, "You should not," as he or she, it's hard to tell at this age. They're really young. It's like you're getting ready to attack 13-year-olds. They hold up their hand saying, "You should not." Your turn, Matt. What do you do?
How far away are they?
One sprint roll, if you make it at half, you're there. The reason for the half is it's really muddy and slick. If you make it, but over half, then you'll slide the remainder there. You'll be knocked down, but you'll get all the way there from a big slide. Of course, you'll be covered in mud, but Alex Kinley doesn't care about mud.
Nah.
Freddy does.
I wanted to kill something, so I'll turn back on
me.
Yeah, all right, yeah. I'm doing.
Hey, he shows him getting his arm chopped off, and you're like, "You kids, I want to talk to you now." Shows him with both arms missing, blood jutting out.
I turn back and attack the zombie thing.
All right, you simple action up to it. It's laying into Freddy as he continues backing off desperately around. Go for it. Unable to parry as you walk up behind it and do horrible shit with your fucking hammer of death. Unless you miss, in which case, less horrible.
Could be.
By the way, how does it attack? With an axe?
Choppity, choppity, chop. 200 decks.
Okay.
Warhammer parry.
Apparently, it's
parry.
you're attacking, and you made it a lot. Roll damage.
Martial arts. Crit
Oh.
martial arts.
Whoa!
All right.
So it's double damage.
Does
it have any
it's gonna
armor
be
or anything,
another
Logan?
Yes, it has 1 place of armor, so reduced by one place.
Okay.
It's gonna be another one shot, isn't it?
He might.
15, 21, 24.
You did 24 points of damage to it.
It was crit.
Got it. No problem. He goes up and he just goes, and you see part of you. Give me a luck roll at half, Freddy, as its chest explodes outward. You just did a baseball swing into its back. You can hear its spine shattering like fucking boards and shit. It's just the most gruesome thing ever.
Hammer time.
Fortunately, none of the guts and shit like that get on you, which is a rare thing for you. I really expect you to be covered in gore again, having more flashbacks. The creature, whatever it is, falls to the ground and lays there. And the kid, for his are 3 words, interfere with us. Next round.
Okay.
The air kids are continuing their chanting and stuff. Villains at first may not use ranged attacks. Making pirate noises instead of doing anything else is approved. Freddy.
I'll where's the lady? Is she still
on the altar writhing around, but there's about 10 meters of severe mud between you two.
I'm gonna fast throw my sword from my pocket.
Give me a willpower times 5 for that. If you make it, then you do so. If you fumble, it may go away for her. Oh, yeah, you pull a sword. You say.
Hold on, let me do the fast throw as well. Fast throw.
If you fail your fast draw, it'll look like you're slowly shitting a sword.
Aha!
Oh.
Everybody looks. All the kids go. Oh.
And I'm gonna run towards them.
Right. Give me a sprint at half. Good luck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. He slides right up to the kids. Kinley, what are you doing?
I do the same. I follow suit, and I probably fall in the mud. Yay!
Sprint
Oh,
at
no,
half.
I got half as well.
You guys are both up to them. They're like, uh-oh. Next round. Heroes are first and stunned. You're at half on anything you're wanting to do. Taking cover is approved.
Matt, do we want to play around the vision to get a new card, or?
That's not that bad. I mean, we got 2 of them, but I don't know if that's that. Yeah, it's not great. It's not bad, but.
Kill your camera, Freddie. I know that you're going to be there, but your camera's going to go away for a little bit.
Cool.
Because people are threatening Freddie in the background, and we don't like to see him threatened. We just prefer to hear his screams of anguish.
I think we should. So we're half. Nah. All right. Yeah. We'll
the kid's still trying to talk to you, but he only gets 3 words around. So, and you're
round revision it first, but half.
Well, wait. Okay.
We've got 2 of them, but it's up to you. It could be. We could get a lot of worse things come up. I think we save it.
Yeah, let's save it. Okay.
Yeah, because if they get bloody reinforcements or total heals.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for Alex to act first.
Alex, go.
I squished the fuck out of the one that's trying to talk right now.
Roll as you attack the 13-year-old. Drive his little horn into his little brain.
You go squished now.
You're at half. Good luck. Oh, all right. Roll some damage.
Do I try martial arts as well?
It's up to you.
Yes. No, but that's okay.
They're not wearing armor.
Not wearing armor. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Worst damage ever.
He's grievously wounded.
That's just a taste.
Do you want to support a reroll?
Nah. I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Freddie, your turn.
Little
kid's still trying to say some words. It doesn't look like he's casting a spell. It looks like he's trying to talk to you.
I'm gonna try and get to the woman. Help her out.
All right, you go to the woman, and you see the sky beginning to crack open far above you.
Can I pull her off the altar?
This round, you give me a grapple. You're at a plus 30. Unfortunately, if you want to do it one hand, I'll make actually moving her harder. If you want to drop your sword and grab her with both hands, it'll be easier. Quick.
No, I'll do it with one hand.
Yes. I am tough like Alex Kinley, you say to the camera. Give me a grapple plus 30 to grab her. And not just cop a feel, you dirty bastard. All right. So you managed to get the prone person laying on the altar. Well done, you. The kid, for his 3 words, we are saving.